This is a partial fraction decomposition example. We did this example in class. This time I'm going to use a different method so that you can see another way to do it. This way might be easier for some problems. It won't work for every problem, but it will for a lot of them. So here we have 3x over x plus 2 times x minus 1. We need to break that into two fractions, a over x plus 2 plus b over x minus 1. So in order to do that, to solve this equation for a and b, I'm first going to multiply by our least common denominator, which is this right here, x plus 2 times x minus 1. I'm going to multiply everything by that common denominator, so on the left side, that denominator cancels out, and I get 3x equals, for the a term, the a plus 2's will cancel, so I have a times x minus 1. And for the b term, the x minus 1's will cancel, and I have b times x plus 2. Okay, so now, this is where, when we did this in class, I would distribute the a and b through and then get the x terms together. This time, instead of that, I'm going to set x equal to 1. The reason why I'm doing that is because that is what will make this right here 0. And then if I do a times 0, I get 0. So, if I set x equal to 1, I have 3 times 1 equals a times 0 plus b times 1 plus 2. Simplify that, and I have 3 equals 0. A times 0 is 0. 1 plus 2 is 3, so equals 3b. 3 equals 3b. Divide both sides by 3, and I get b equals 1. So now I've solved for b. That's part of what I needed to get. I'm going to write that up there so I don't forget. So now I've solved for b, and b is 1. Next I need to solve for a. So this time I'm going to set x equal to negative 2, because that is what will make the other one 0. So I have 3 times negative 2 equals a times negative 2 minus 1 plus b times 0. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Simplify that, I get negative 6 equals negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3, so negative 3a plus 0. b times 0 is 0. Now I just have an a. I can solve for a by dividing both sides by negative 3. So I get a equals 2. So I'm going to write that up there. Okay, so now I know a is 2, b is 1. Now I can write my partial fraction decomposition. So I have 2 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x minus 1. And I'm done. I have decomposed the fraction into two separate fractions. Now remember, this means that this is equal to our original fraction, 3x over x plus 2 times x minus 1. If I were to find a common denominator and add these together, I would get back where we started. We kept them equal the whole time as we were solving for a and b. So here's another method. Hopefully this helps. We have finished your